Hey, what's up guys? This week I'm going to show you how to make your own portable power station, your own solar battery, your own battery in the box that you can recharge by solar. I have all the components on this table and I'm going to show you how to do it right now. This is a quick overview of what we have on the table. We have three 20 amp hour Weize batteries. These are 12 volts. We have a solar charge controller, 3 pairs of battery cables, positive and negative. We also have the solar charge controller connectors, battery connectors, positive, negative. We also have the solar panel connector. We have the 1000 watt inverter, and we have our tools, screwdriver and another small little screwdriver. Here's the solar panel that we're going to use to recharge the batteries, and this is just an Amproad 1000 watt portable power station. I'm going to show you how to make this yourself using the components on this table. The first thing you're going to want to do is connect all of your neutral battery cables. You want to make sure your positive and your negative don't touch once you're connected it, because if you touch, it's going to spark a little bit. But don't worry, I'm going to show you the nice, safe way to do it. Connect your neutrals first so that they're not touching anything else. You're going to connect the batteries in parallel. So in parallel means that we have 3 20 amp hour batteries. We're going to connect them together, and when they're in parallel, they're going to come to 60 amp batteries, 60 amp hour batteries. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to connect the black cables. Remember, we're hooking everything up in parallel. So we're going to open up the terminal. Going to hook up your first connection. Again, I'm going to do all of this in real time. I'll pause in between segments, but I'm going to do this all in real time. Remember, you got to connect 2 to your second battery, because that's how you're going to transform it to your third battery. Now, when you're connecting your final battery in parallel, you got to remember to connect your inverter or your solar charge controller. I try to charge up the solar charge controller last, hook it up last. I hook the inverter up first, then the charge controller. Alright, that's all of your neutral all hooked up. Now we're going to go to the positive side. Remember, remember, when you're hooking up the next one, you're gonna have to get two. You're gonna have to use two of the cables. Remember, you want to keep them away from each other, positive and a negative. Sometimes this is a little bit tricky to get in. But once you got it in, it's easy. Right now, this loose wire here, you're going to hook up to the inverter. Okay, this is essentially your power bank, but you want to have to hook up something to charge this, whether you have a external battery charger. In this case, we're going to use the solar charge controller to charge it. But before you do that, you want to see if your connections are all hooked up. So all you have to do is flick it on. This turns green. That means your power is ready to go. These batteries are hooked up in parallel. I've turned these 12 amp hour batteries into one 6 amp hour battery, 60 hour amp battery. So it can it's like 1,000 watts and 60 amp hours. That's about 700 watts. So I can add another battery to bring it up to the 1,000 watts. And this inverter is fully capable of handling everything. Now, when I hook up the solar charge controller, I like to hook it up on the opposite end of where I hooked up the inverter. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you guys see. The solar charge controller, you'll see it has the positive and negative for the solar panel. And then it has the positive and negative for the battery. And then if you want to hook up any other electronic device, you can power it with this open slot here. This is usually like a light or something. You have like an on-off toggle switch. So we're going to connect those first. So remember, I like to do the negative first. So you're going to look for the negative insert for your battery. You push it in. It's not too hard. And then you tighten it up. No, same things that you were taught when you're younger. Lefty loosey, tighty righty, and it will go right in. You can do the same thing to your negative terminal for the battery. Just push it right into that slot. Make sure it's all the way in. And again, remember, it's lefty loosey, tighty righty. So once you get this tighty righty in there, you're gonna have your positive and your negative connected. So what I like to do is I'll do the positive first and then the negative, just like we did before. So just like we did before, you're gonna have to take one of these off. I could have left it off from the beginning, but I always like to test the inverter first before I do all of these things. Don't worry about that. We can get that right back on. And once you connect this, you'll see that the light turns on. For the inverter, which is really cool. All right, so That's the neutral side connected. Now we're going to connect the positive side, and then I'll show you how you can see if the charge controller is working. There's no on and off switch, so as soon as you cut it on, as soon as you connect these two terminals, it's gonna cut on automatically, which is pretty cool. I can actually see it turning on now as I'm connecting it. Now remember, this is 12 volts. If you get a little shock, it will shock you. It's not gonna kill you. I mean, it can kill you, but it's just like a little shock. All right, so now that I have that connected, everything is... Once you have the solar charge controller connected, you're gonna see, you see how it says 12.6 volts? That means the battery is almost nearly full. I still have a little bit where I can charge it up. So now I'm gonna show you how to hook up the solar panel controller, the charger, that's on this slot right here. Hook up the cord for the solar panel. You can have this type of input or whatever type of input you have for your solar panel. All you're going to need is these two positive and negative wires. They all work the same. And you're going to remember, you're going to put the negative into the negative slot and the positive into the positive slot. You can put them in at the same time. It doesn't matter. And then you take your little thing here. And remember, tighty righty, lefty loosey. And you just tighten down until the screw can't go anymore. I mean, these things fit pretty snug. But this is just the gist how they make these solar generators. It's very easy. And again, I slowed it down a little bit just so I could give instruction on how to connect the battery. But this is the gist of it here. You just keep tightening until it goes all the way down. And once you're all the way down, that's connected. And that's the gist of it. This is all connected now. This part connects into your solar panel. We have the solar panel here. And of course, I'm not going to connect it till you get out to the sun, because as soon as you connect it, you start generating power. So you have your extension cable for the solar panel. And all you do is you connect this portion into there, and this part goes into your solar panel. All right, now I'm going to hook up the solar panel so that you can see how you charge the batteries using solar. Again, if you're going to charge the battery using some sort of other battery charger, you can get them off of Amazon. I'll put a link in the description for one where you just use battery clamps and you can plug it into the wall with this contraption, a battery charger, and if you connect it to your batteries, it'll charge it that way. But this way is the solar way. Okay, here's the solar panel and the sun. Here's the battery. I'm try to do this with one hand if I can. So here is the wire coming from the solar panel. Here is the wire coming in from the charge controller. So all you're gonna do, see if I can get the other wire in there, you plug them into each other just like that. And the way you know that it's charging is that you look at the charge controller. Let me see if I can get it in here without the sun blocking it. There you go. You see the battery charging? That's how it's gonna look even when your battery is full. You can see it's 12.8 volts. That means the battery is full. Anything over that 12 volt mark, you know your battery is full. So that's it in a nutshell. And we just put the solar panel in the sun. That's your solar generator in a nutshell. I hope you was able to learn how to connect your own solar generator or solar battery or portable power station. These are how it's made. If you want to make it yourself, you can put this battery in a battery box or any other type of box and carry it with you, just like you have a portable power station. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you built your own box please comment below. Let me know what you did. I know I'm not perfect, so let me know what I need to do to become more perfect. I was able to do this because of people like you watching these videos, you guys watching these videos. If you stuck around this long, please consider subscribing. And again, if you look below this video, we have our merch store that opened up. So you can get you guys some merch. If you like some of the t-shirts that I be wearing, you can wear some of those t-shirts. And there's cups, there's a lot of other things in there. Coffee mugs, there are bags, there's everything in the merch store that shows support to our channel. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. See you later, everybody.